Pretend there was super cool music that just played. Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Football RPG. I'm Mike. That's Evan. That's my duck. And today we're going to talk about Jaxson Dart, new starting quarterback for the New York Football Giants. Evan, what week do you think Jaxson Dart's going to start?
Well, considering that it's been announced that it's this week, I think you were probably right, Mike. If anybody watched our previous episode, which if you didn't, please go back and watch that. We really appreciate the time.
Take a ride up the take coaster.
But yeah, Mike had a pretty good take, and that's pretty close to spot on. So, props to you, sir.
Thank you. I included in the show notes Mike victory lap time. It was originally blocked off for 2 hours. We can cut that down, but no, I feel pretty good about it. But let's say you're in a redraft league, you're in a dynasty league. Get it out in the open. One quarterback league, not worth picking up yet, not worth starting. The Chargers defense is stout this week. But let's say it's a super flex league. You've been holding on to this third quarterback, or he's sitting in your taxi squad in a dynasty league. How down bad do you need to be to start Jaxson Dart? Which I love that you can say start Jaxson Dart. Start Dart, baby.
You want to start Dart? Okay.
Most
likely you're going to be without Burrow. If you're without Burrow, you're probably starting him because he was probably your QB3 going into the season, expecting that he was going to start at some point. If you have Purdy coming back off of injury, you're probably going to start Dart this week over Purdy. I mean, okay. I hate quarterbacks coming back off of injury.
Yeah.
I get it. Sometimes they come back good. Sometimes they don't. I never trust the first week back. Then you start getting into the questionables. Obviously, JJ McCarthy, if you have him, you're starting Dart as well. Then you get into the questionables of Bryce Young, Cam Ward. I mean, would you start
Bryce Young versus New England or Jaxson Dart versus LA? I lean Bryce there, I think. I'm a certified
Bryce. Yeah. I understand that the amazing passing threat of Jalen Hurts just torched him. But they're still one of the better defenses, especially one of the better pass defenses with that pass rush. So,
yeah, you got to start Bryce there. I mean, let's go further down. Let's throw some layups up there. Are you starting Spencer Rattler versus Buffalo?
No.
That was so bad it made me sneeze. I couldn't mute in time. I'm deeply sorry, everybody. All right, so obviously you're going to start Dart over Rattler. Are you starting Jake Browning fresh off of a 3-touchdown day for the defense versus Denver?
No. I still like the Denver defense. Some people don't, but I still like the Denver defense.
Flacco versus Detroit, or it's at Detroit. Same deal. You're probably starting Dart, but this is where it starts to get dicey. Trevor Lawrence at San Francisco.
Yeah, I'll take the chance on T-Wall.
Okay. This is also just rolling straight off of Sports Illustrated rankings for the week. Say what you will about them, but they put a pretty good list together. Let's say you got Carson Wentz off of waivers. Are you starting him against Pittsburgh?
Probably not.
So you go Dart there?
Probably.
Man.
I don't want to go with either of them. So
no, that's completely fair. So it sounds like he is a desperation super flex option. Like you're starting him over most position players. Who is the worst position player, worst wide receiver or running back that you would start over Dart this week? Your roster's loaded.
Dart's probably getting you 14 to 15 points.
You got Trey Benson waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I would take Trey Benson over him.
Okay. You have, I don't know, let's say Ricky Pearsall as your wide receiver 9, and you're just looking for a place to start him.
Ricky's been killing it. I don't know what you're talking about. He's been racking up the yards. Sure.
He's averaging 15 points a game.
Sure. I'll start Ricky over him.
Okay. So it sounds like there's a couple of position players that like you should consider starting. If you have specific questions for start sit this week, just drop them in the comment section. We will answer them. We have a 100% answer rate when it comes to start sit questions. Let's flip the switch over to Dynasty. Evan, I know the Dynasty community is very slow to react, definitely not reactionary. There are no freaky takes here. According to our friends over at Fantasy Calc, which if you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. He is bumped up to QB 18 on one day's news. He was QB 20 something before that. All right, we're going to play a game. Fair or not? If you think this is a fair leapfrog, say it's fair. If you think it's not, say it's not. It's a pretty complicated game. He has jumped over Trevor Lawrence.
No.
He has jumped over Michael Penix, who was benched for bad performance.
See, that's tough because I've never really been a Michael Penix fan or believer. But I'll take the Atlanta offense over Jaxson Dart.
Okay. What if Kirk Cousins becomes a starter? Spooky. He has leapfrogged J.J. McCarthy.
No, that's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
Look, J.J. McCarthy at his peak, if I'm remembering correctly, hit QB 10 this past offseason in Dynasty rankings. And now because he's injured and people are saying he's injury prone and he's essentially a rookie getting his first snaps against NFL defenses without his wide receiver 2 in Jordan Addison, with Aaron Jones already hurt, without Christian Darrisaw at left tackle. Now all of a sudden he sucks and he should just be thrown away. Like,
Yep.
What are we doing here? That is way too far of a tick to the top right there, where it's just you're swinging way too far to one side.
Yeah. J.J. McCarthy is like the Banks in 2008. Like, he's just too big to fail. He's going to get that Kevin O'Connell bailout. He's going to get that Jordan Addison coming back from suspension. He's going to get Darrisaw back. Once all the pieces are back, there's no way that he's going to stink, because like Kevin O'Connell just won't let that happen. So even if this offense looks awful, J.J. McCarthy is going to be protected and developed and brought along the right way. I think I would rather bet on like that environment, even though I do like Jaxson Dart. Let's go down a little further down the list. These are just some funny names. I feel where you're going to go here. Would you rather have Jaxson Dart or Justin Fields?
Justin Fields.
Would you rather have Jaxson Dart or Bryce Young? That's where it gets dicey to me.
I think I'd rather Jaxson Dart over Bryce Young personally.
I agree, because this is the year for Bryce Young where if things go poorly, it's Jover. Like, they're going to draft somebody because this team stinks. They're going to win.
The team has an offensive line. They have a wide receiver 1. They have a running back absolute stable.
They have a wide receiver 2. Evan, who is their wide receiver 2?
No, you can go ahead, Mike. You can take your victory lap. Go for it.
This is just a victory lap episode. I'm feeling great right now. Alec Manor looks like a legit NFL wide receiver 2, and that makes me happy. What?
Alec plays in Tennessee.
I'm so off my marbles right now. I was just so excited about Cam Ward and how Alec looks there. Sorry, Bryce Young, wide receiver 2. It's nobody. Their wide receiver 1 is Tet. Wide receiver 2 is me. I got my marbles mixed up there. So we'll edit that out with our free StreamYard post-draft analysis. Oh, all right. That's going to be tough to come back from. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of that action. But
that's okay. I'd also take him over. I would take Dak Prescott over Jaxson Dart right now.
Yes, you should take Dak Prescott over him. I mean, just the job security between Dak, Trevor Lawrence, even Tua, as much as we like to make fun of them, like, they are locked into long-term contracts, and those organizations are more likely to stick with them rather than stick with their coaching staffs, which, say what you will, it's important for Dynasty. So
if you're a win now team in Dynasty,
yep.
All right, would you take Daniel Jones and a playoff second for Jaxson Dart?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I think that is a very reasonable offer, I am too high on the Dart train and too low on the Daniel Jones is real train. So maybe Danny Dimes has finally found his home. Maybe the neck injury really was a big deal. I refuse to believe it until it happens for 3 years in a row and he wins 2 Super Bowls. Like, it's just, I don't believe it. The fake news.
All right, fair enough.
But as I was saying, the reason I got my wires crossed on the LKO Manor, Cam Ward and Jaxson Dart are back-to-back in Dynasty rankings right now. One just went number 1 overall. The offense is ready, kind of. Offensive line still needs some work there, but they have a wide receiver too in LKO Manor, which I would like to continue to say LKO Manor, LKO Manor, LKO Manor. But would you rather have Cam Ward or Jaxson Dart?
Dart, 100%.
You'd rather 100% have Dart?
Yes. Yes, I trust nothing of what's going on down here in Tennessee. Like, I trust absolutely nothing with the Titans team right now. I think Ridley is up in his own head. I think he needs to get out of his head, and he's having major issues this year. I think the rest of the offense is highly questionable. Tony Pollard is working on being run into the ground. He's going to be injured real soon.
Yeah,
the offensive line, the guards are playing well in the offensive line. The tackles are playing horribly. So that doesn't lead for any kind of confidence. The play calling is horrible. They just had to change play callers to the quarterback coach. So that leaves a lot to be seen. The defense is already, per some beat reporters, talking about giving up. So that's fun. Look, this team is in shambles. Like, he is not set up for success. He is set up to have a new coach next year, which maybe Dart will have a new coach next year too. But at least Dart has a solid wide receiver too that's better than LKO Manor in Wan'Dale Robinson.
All right, now you're making my heart hurt. I love Wan'Dale too.
He has a better tight end in Theo Johnson than Chig Okonkwo.
I mean, is he though?
Yes. He has a better running back in Cam Scatterville
than Tyjae Spears.
Yep. Okay. He has a better wide receiver 1. So
yeah,
now he has a better wide receiver 1, a better wide receiver 2. He has a better tight end. He has the better running back. So all of the skill positions, and then both offensive lines are absolute garbage.
Yeah.
So who knows how to take a hit? They both know how to take a hit, and they're both going to have to utilize that this season. But
so yes, you're telling me
I would take Dart over Cam Ward right now.
So you drafted Cam Ward 107 in your rookie draft. Somebody else got Dart at the 202.
Yep.
You would just trade them straight up. You would rather have Dart.
I'll bite the bullet. I will bite the bullet.
Okay. So that means that if you are currently holding Dart and you want to go get Cam, see if you can go do that. Or if you're holding Cam and you want to go get Dart, see if you can get a little sprinkle on top. I'm going through the Fantasy Calc trade database. Super fantastic tool. Again, go check out their site. You can get Cam Ward for Jaxson Dart, a second and a fourth. You can get Jaxson Dart and CeeDee Lamb for Cam Ward, Pickens, and Jerry Jeudy. You can get Jaxson Dart and a second and Hawkinson for Cam Ward and lots of noise. Like, there are ways that you can get something on top in addition to Jaxson Dart, if that's who you prefer. Evan, how high will Jaxson Dart climb in the Dynasty ranks if he even looks medium over the next 2 months? This is a brutal schedule.
If he looks medium over the next couple months, he'll climb into the Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy tier.
I think he's going to leapfrog him because he's 10 years younger than him. And dude, if he looks, again, medium, I'm not asking for a lot.
They're both better offenses, and that's what it comes down to. Both offenses have better skill position players at every position. They have better offensive lines. They have better coaching. You put all of that together, and maybe Dynasty people are going to be crazy per, I guess, usual at this point.
Yep.
But he shouldn't be higher, even if he's just medium. If he is getting you 15 to 17 points a game,
which is like 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Sure.
Yep.
He should not be higher than the Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy tier.
All right. Well, there you have it. Jaxson Dart climbing the ranks because he's already starting. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe. I promise not to sneeze and forget what team Bryce Young plays for next time. But as always, Evan, I love you.